Hey, how's it going? Just a question. Do you know what's going on with this house over here?
No one lives there as far as I can tell.
No one comes by and cuts the grass or anything?
City does.
No.
Every couple months.
I just haven't been here in a while.
Yeah. So I've lived here a year. I've never met her, and the only folks who knew her haven't been able to get a hold of her in the last like 6 months or so. Last I heard, she's like living in Florida or California. I can't remember where.
Huh.
So no one really knows what's going on.
Well, I appreciate the info. Thank you. Hey everyone, Spencer here with SB Mowing. I have a really unusual story for you today. I was driving through this neighborhood to go to my friend's house and I noticed this crazy overgrown yard on the side. And it was really weird because I've never seen an overgrown yard in this neighborhood or even in this general area of town. So I went knocking around and talking to different neighbors to see just what was going on with the lawn. I guess a lady used to live here and they have no idea what happened to her. She moved away for some reason and she won't answer their texts, their phone calls, and they just cannot get a hold of her. The yard has been getting completely out of control and the backyard hasn't been touched in years. So I thought I would go ahead and get it cleaned up the best that I could for the neighborhood. So I got started and got the whole driveway and front curb edged up and looking super clean again. Then I went to the side yard to get everything weeded back and cleaned up that entire portion. But when I finally cleared out enough to make it to the backyard, I realized this was going to be a little bit of a challenge. Mostly because there was just piles of junk everywhere and there were weed trees that were getting so big just because they were growing for so long. So I did the best I could without having someone drop off a huge dumpster to get rid of all the junk. Plus, I didn't know what this lady wanted to keep and get rid of, so I didn't really want to deal with all that. But about half of the yard didn't have junk in it, so I was able to get that half of the yard done and the entire back patio cleared off. And it looked amazing afterwards, so you'll want to be sure to stay till the very end of this video to see the awesome before and after pictures. And if you haven't done so yet, go down below for me and click that subscribe button, as it's the best way to support this work that I do. And if you are already subscribed, be sure to click that bell icon right next to the subscribe button so that you get notified every Friday when I post a brand new video. Anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed watching this transformation. I hope you have a great rest of your day, a great rest of your week, and I'll see you next Friday. SB Mowing, out!
All right, everybody, we just got finished up here. It's looking a lot better. I uncovered kind of the side of the house here and then also the back patio, but there's just so many weed trees back here and the entire backyard, and then just piles and piles and piles of junk that I really can't go too much farther. But cleaning this up is just to make this look better for the neighborhood. If someone lived here, I'd have a big old dumpster out here collecting all these tires that you see and tables and whatever these are over here, big massive pieces of wood. There's a fridge, there's these tubing for HVAC, and so that's just something that I can't deal with right now, especially on something that's a vacant abandoned property. But we got it looking really good for the neighborhood. I had a bunch of neighbors coming up thanking me for the work. One guy said he's actually got the lady's phone number and he's been trying to text her for the past year and call her and hasn't gotten any response, and he has no idea what happened to her. But we got it looking good again. I just want to thank you all for watching to the very end of this video. I really appreciate all of your support. But if you did want to support me just a little bit further, you can head over to sbmowing.com and grab an SB Mowing hat, an SB Mowing shirt, and I'm Sexy and Mow It shirt, or any of my other awesome merchandise over there. I also sell my red handheld Mariama equipment like my edger, my trimmer, my blower, and we've got all the residential units all the way up to the big commercial ones like I use. But anyways, thank you all for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you have a great rest of your day, a great rest of your week. I'll see you next Friday. SB Mowing, out.